All right, bro. Let's talk about porn. All right. I used to be like heavily addicted to it. I would watch it. Well, I would watch it like mainly at night, and I was so addicted to it where I would be watching it not once, not twice. Well, most of the time it would be twice, like twice a day. But there was sometimes it would be like up to like 3 times a day. Like I don't even know how. How old was I? I was like 13, 14 maybe. And yeah, there was a time where it was late at night. I was playing GTA, and I was just bored. Like I was bored. Like I just finished. I think I was doing like a casino heist, like that casino heist, with like some of my friends, and they got off, and it was just me. So I was bored, and seeing seeing that I was bored, and I had nothing else, I just thought, why not? I'm just gonna fap. I'm just gonna jack off, and I did it. Fuck. And I got to a point where I realized it started affecting me really bad, where I don't know how. Maybe it was because of this, or I don't know what it was, but like after like it might sound it very like very like too inappropriate, but like after I was done, like my head like started nutting. My head hurt like like I don't know why it just hurt like really bad for like a couple of seconds, and that began happening like sometimes it would happen like where like after I was done, it like hurt. I was like, oh, fuck, like it really hurt. I don't know why. Maybe it was because of that or something else. But then over time, as I got older, no, I didn't realize the effects that it would really have on me, because I was like young, and like it just felt like too good. Like it felt too good. Like you don't, almost like a drug or like something that you can't stop doing. So I just did it and did it, and I didn't realize that it would like really affect me bad, because it would just affect my self-esteem, my confidence. And as I entered into 8th grade, I was like very quiet. I didn't talk to anyone, and I think I'm not sure, but I can't seem to remember. But I think my parents, there was like a time where there was like teacher parent conference, and even being with them, like walking, like I would just have my head down like that, and just look at the floor like just while walking. And yeah, I just like porn really fucked me up, bro. Like it was bad, and constantly wanting to stop this addiction, and seeing how bad it is it is for me. And I knew that I needed help, and I want to help you. So fuck, I wouldn't say fuck. So this is what I did. Well, some tips that that I like started implementing. The number one trick that you can do is just be busy, because when you're busy, you're not thinking about doing it. Like like maybe like it's like going working with your dad, and and you're working with your dad, and you're not gonna be thinking, maybe right now like would be a good time to fap, like go check off. No, of course not. Like nah, fuck no, that'd be too weird. And yeah, just be some tips is to be busy. Like try and be busy the whole day. Like try not to be in your room as much as you normally would, like simply like just hang out in the kitchen, you know, help your mom more, like cleaning, all that stuff. Be busy, or just go outside, read a book in your backyard, go for a walk. And then, you know, that's like the most important tip that I learned. And another one is, this is not going to be easy, where you know you've been addicted to this, and it's not going to be a one thing where like you know, just tip that you like this one thing, like, oh, that's how I stop vaping. No, bro, it's gonna take time, months, years. That's the hard truth, you know. I learned that too. Like, I thought it was gonna be quick and easy, but no. You just gotta progressive deload. When what I mean by that is, let's say you jack off. Let's say in a month there's 30 days, okay, and you jack off 30 days, okay, like jack off once a day, which is 30 days a month. Why not instead do it for 25 days the next month, and then the next month maybe 20 days, maybe 23 days that you have fab, like once in a day. I hope that makes sense, like that. And it's easy, you know, that's easier than just going like cold turkey with, that's what they say, where, you know, you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna not fap no more, like, I'm just gonna not fap no more, and, you know, just stop it. And, you know, that's not how it works, you know. You're just asking to fail, because it would be saying, like, let's say like a noob, like a person, like a skinny person going to a gym, like just barely starting out. They're not gonna go and bench press like 70 pounds instantly, right? No, of course not, bro. That's retarded. They might die, or they might get injured. Of course not. Like, no, that's stupid. Instead, they would start with just a bar, you know, just see how it is. See, like, maybe do it for a while, like, see, like, you know how it is, and then maybe next week they would add 5 pounds, then 10, then so on, so on, you know. And that's the same as porn. That's what I realized, where you can't just like go all in and, like, you know, fuck it, like, I'm just gonna like not do it. Of course not, you know. You have to slowly lower, like how I said, maybe you jack off every day for fuck for what was I gonna say, fuck, for maybe you jack off like one day, like a day each day for 30 days. So basically jack off 30 days in a month. The next month, why not do 25, 28 days? That's very easy, you know, because it's easy, you know. It's very easy, you know. You can do that. And holy shit, but my barber fucked me up. But anyways, the next day you can not meet, and maybe the next month you can do 20 days, then next maybe 15 days, and so on, so on. And one thing that you can do, one thing that I learned is that don't put yourself down, don't discourage yourself, where you know, you think like, oh fuck, bro, I fucked up, like I jacked off, you know, like I feel like a bitch. No, you know, it doesn't do you any good. Like, it's like, it would be saying like failing at something and just putting yourself down. It's not gonna do you any good. Why not just be like, oh damn it, bro, like I fabbed, and, you know, I know I should fuck, you know, next time I'll do better, you know. Just like positive reinforcement. And if you do that, you're more likely to fab less. Because, you know, you're like cheering yourself on. You're not like putting yourself down, because if you just put yourself down, you're well, this is what I think. What I think is that you're more likely to fap even more because maybe that same day because you just like just being negative and it's not good. Like it's basically just like a downhill, like going downhill when you're negative, when you're being negative. I mean, and what else? So first tip was fuck. I already forgot. First tip was to be busy a lot. Like actually be busy. Like just trying to stay alone and like just scroll on your phone. Cause let's be honest, that's like the main reason why we like fap, jack off because we're just on the phone and we're bored, and then that's when the urges arise, when the thoughts like, I'm bored, so I might as well fap, But no, just be busy. Second is to realize that this isn't gonna be easy. Like it's not gonna be easy because you have been like addicted to this, and that's okay. That shouldn't be like viewed as a bad thing. Just like see, okay, so I know it's not gonna be a one thing fix. No, it's gonna take time. It's just similar to going to the gym, leveling up in a specific skill. And the third is whenever you get the urge to fab, or to fab, like, or like that urge arises, that urge, you should try to think positive thoughts. This is what I found out, where when you think positively, you're less likely to fab because, like, imagine, like, let's say for example it's your birthday, okay, you're happy, like you blew the candles, and you're happy, like everyone's clapping. You wouldn't really say right now is a good time to fab. Like hell no, bro. Like no, you wouldn't, right? You would mostly say that when you're alone in your room, it's quiet, it's late at night, everyone's asleep. That's when you would do it. So you should constantly think happy thoughts, like constantly, like think. And while you're doing this, thinking, breathe fully, where you breathe in for like 3 seconds, hold it for 3 seconds, and breathe it out for 3 seconds. Just breathe slowly. Breathe slowly. Breathe in slowly, and breathe out slowly. Just breathing, just imagining when, going camping, hanging out with your cousins. Just think happy thoughts, think happy because you're less likely when you're happy because you're happy. You feel fulfilled, you feel happy. And what else? What else was I was gonna say? Try not to be on your phone as much. That's basically similar to the first one, where be busy, because the only reason, like how I said like earlier, the only reason why we fap is because of just scrolling on social media, and then we scroll, and then all of a sudden, oh, there's like a girl right there, dressed provocatively. I think I said that right. Yeah, dressed like that, and all of a sudden, you you get the urge, and like the urge starts arising, and yeah, all of a sudden, you have fact already. So try not to be on your phone as much as before. One thing that I found was that just hide your phone, like you can, like, what I mean is you can just like put it, like, you can leave it in like your parents' room while you go do something, like because like if you leave it in your parents' room, or like just hide it somewhere, well, for me it forces me to like be productive and like find something to do, because like damn, like I like can't use my phone, so might as well go draw or do something. And yeah, yeah, so you just hide your phone somewhere, try not to be on it as much. And what else? What else have I learned? Fuck. Another thing is, let me think. Fuck. I think that should be it. And that's everything. It's just gonna take time, bro. And yeah, you got this. It's not gonna be easy, but I know you can do it because I have done it. I did it, bro. It's possible. It's gonna take time. Start small. Think happy thoughts, and breathe. Slowly. Breathe in slowly and breathe out. Like like that. Just think happy thoughts about like maybe like something that made you laugh. Maybe something that makes you happy, like going out with your friends, being with your family, camping, all that stuff. And what was the other one? Be busy. I said busy. Think happy thoughts. Oh, did I forget? I know I forgot some. Hide your phone, like hide it somewhere, so because that way it's not like calling your name to go use it. You're more likely to use it less when you hit it somewhere, like it's out of sight. And fuck, I think I know I'm forgetting one. Fuck, what was the other one? Happy thoughts. I think those are it. And yeah, you got this, bro. I believe in you, because I have done it, and it's possible, bro. It's possible. And the rewards that you can get from this, the confidence boost, that like, damn, I beat this addiction. Like, damn, you feel so proud about yourself. Feeling like you can actually talk to people without feeling awkward, not having like low self-esteem. I really wish that, fuck, what was I say? Because I want this to happen to you, bro. Because I've been there where like, bro, like, it's fucking hard, bro. Like, just constantly being in that cycle where you fab and be like, and you're like, fuck, I was gonna say, fuck, you're like, fuck, I fabbed. And tomorrow, I'll do better. I'll do better. Like, I'm not gonna fab. Next day rolls around, you fabbed. No, next day I'm gonna do better. No, I think there's this event coming up, so I'm not gonna try to fap like the whole day's coming, because I'm gonna try, and so that way I can be more confident. Then the next day comes, you fap again. Then the next fap again. You're just constantly stuck in the cycle over and over and over again, where it feels like you can't get out. And I was there, and it's fucking hard, bro. But yeah, just think, you just gotta be positive, and like you gotta push through it, bro. It's not gonna be fucking easy. There's gonna be maybe even weeks where when you learn this stuff, where like, okay, like I'm prepared now. But then like there's gonna be weeks where like you fap like every single day, maybe twice a day, bro. And like you feel like shit, bro. Like maybe it was a bad week, but you just gotta keep going, push through it. Be positive. Don't put yourself down when you do like relapse. And yeah, there's no, how do I say this? You look around in the internet and see that people are like posting like this one tip or whatever, like bullshit they're gonna say, saying that this will help you not relapse, not check off for the rest of your life. And it's not gonna work, bro. Like this stuff, it's you have been doing it over like for years, maybe 3-5 years, and it's not gonna be a one thing fix. Of course not, bro. Don't believe in the videos where you see like people say like this one fix will save you from checking off. No, bro, it's gonna take time. Just think positively, and what I said in this video. And yeah, it's the truth. That's what I learned. That's what I have learned. where it just takes time, bro. And it's better to start now than, start later. And why not start now, bro? So that your future self can thank you. They don't and they don't have to worry about, and your future self wouldn't have low self-esteem. Why not instead do it for him? Do it for your future family. Do it for them, because of course they wouldn't want to have like maybe a dad, like like a dad, like doing all this bad stuff. No, of course not. So yeah, just do it for you. Do it for your family. Do it for your future self. And yeah, I think that, yeah, that should be it. And you got this, bro. It's gonna take time. Think positively. I keep saying that, but actually be positively, bro. Positively, be positive. That's all you gotta do. And within like maybe a year or like 6 months, you're gonna see yourself and be like, damn, bro, like I actually like made progress in this. Like seeing how far I pushed all of this. And yeah, just you got this, bro. You got this.